good evening and a very warm welcome to this Menti session that we've planned for all of you. Now before I get started, I need that green signal from all of you that you can see me, hear me and there is no glitch that is there as of now. So quickly फटाफट से मुझे एक बार सबसे पहले green signal दे दीजिए कि आप मुझे देख सकते हैं, सुन सकते हैं, so that we can get started with this exciting class. So let's see who all are there. So there is some problem with the live streaming that's happening right now on YouTube. So that's why I want to know from all of you if you can see me properly, if the entire setup is working fine for you or not. Lakshya says there's a lag, but I can see a lot of you giving me green signal also. Quickly, tell me, ma'am, glitch is there. Netik, what kind of a glitch? Is there a lag? Are you people facing any lag or you think it's good to go? Some of you are asking for code, some of you are saying ma'am glitch, some of you are saying lag. So I'm getting mix of answers in the chat. So in case, there is some issue happening right now, we might have to end this session, but we are going to have, a similar session soon. That's why I want to know from all of you if there is any lag or not. Okay. I can see most of you saying that there is a lag. Some of you saying no, it's not. The live is slow. So yes, Tanishka, so currently YouTube पे कुछ problem आ रही है. There is some glitch that's happening in live streaming due to which all the lives are getting affected. No lag, no lag, lagging in between, no lag, mix of comments. Hanji. Okay. Since I'm getting mix of answers over here, let's do one thing. Just let me know. If there is a lag, just type lag. If there is no lag, type no lag. That's it. Then we'll come to the code, then we'll discuss everything else. As of now, I want to ensure that the setup is working fine for all of you or not. Lag or no lag. That's the only two types of comments that needs to be there in the chat right now. How can we have lag for some of you and no lag for others? Give me a minute. These comments are actually alternate. Lag, no lag, lag, no lag. मुझे लग रहा है यहाँ पे पोल ही कराना पड़ेगा. Okay, we'll take a couple of minutes here. We'll just figure out if it's working fine or not. Meanwhile, what you can do is, you can let me know in the chat how do you find this chapter, physical and chemical changes. Do you like this chapter? So all grade 7 students, physical and chemical changes. I mean, all the changes around us, we can actually categorize them as physical or chemical. Do you like this chapter? This is like the foundation. Interesting. No lag. Code. Interesting. Yes, ma'am. Quiz. Lag. No, I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm just taking a couple of minutes to figure out if everything is working fine or not, so that we have a good session running. It's not a good chapter. Lagging. Not lagging. Alright, I can see most of you saying that it's working fine and we can go ahead with the session. चलिए देखो, सिंपल सी चीज है, हो सकता है कि लैग बीच बीच में हो. We'll try. I mean, it's not in our hands though. We can just pray कि सब कुछ सही रहे and we have a very good session running. I will tell you the code. In any case, you will see the question on the screen. You will be able to type your answers. I have the phone right next to me. I can read your comments. So we'll get to know what you people are answering. And of course, it's Menti. I'll get to know the leaderboard scores as well. Okay. So even if there is a lag, I think today we can manage with it. What do you think? Kare start kare quiz? Are you all excited? Can we get started? Sometimes yes. So I can figure this out that sometimes there is a lag that's happening. But I think इतना तो चल सकता है. Yes? चलिए. So I think we can get started. चलो तो जल्दी से क्या करेंगे, हम जल्दी से सेशन को लाइक कर देंगे, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लेंगे. यू नो द ड्रिल. कम ऑन क्विकली एवरीवन, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we have 10 questions for all of you. So tell me in the chat what is your aim for the day. Come on. Ma'am, can 6th graders also join? Yes. 8th graders, yes. 6th वालों को थोड़ा ज़्यादा अच्छे से गेस करना पड़ेगा. 8th graders would know the answers for sure. This chapter is not coming, but still I think you should know everything about this chapter. Okay? Yes. So today we are experiencing some lags, but that's okay. चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. Alright everyone, so there you go. This is the code that you have to enter. So let's quickly enter the code. Let's hit the like button for the session as well. जल्दी से हम सेशन को लाइक कर देंगे. 73251014 कोड ऐड कर देंगे and then we will get started with the quiz. Come on everyone. Yes, I'm giving you a minute to get started. So yes, the code is right there. You can see 73251014, and I can see some of you also joined the session. देखिए, how many of you are already here? Very nice all of you. 100 of you have already joined. Rest of you quickly let's join. फटाफट से ज्वाइन करेंगे. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चैप्टर है, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस हैं. लेट्स एम फॉर 10 out of 10, नथिंग लेस देन दैट. दिस इज अ वेरी स्कोरिंग चैप्टर. इसमें मार्क्स नहीं कट होने चाहिए, ठीक है? यस, चलिए. Let's have the first question on screen, I can see more kids are here अभी. More kids are there on YouTube. फटाफट से मेंटी पे भी आ जाएंगे बच्चा. Alright, I hope all of you hit the like button. If not, quickly hit the like button, subscribe, and let's see what's the first question that we have for all of you. Let's look at the question. I'll keep looking at the chat, don't worry. Select the respective colors of copper sulfate crystals and ferrous sulfate crystals. Okay. So first copper sulfate and then ferrous sulfate. So you have to respectively choose the colors for them. Colorless and blue, blue and colorless, green and blue, blue and green. So, you know, chemistry is full of colors and that's why we have the first question based on colors. I can see a lot of you voting for option C in the chat. Everyone has already voted. Let's see what you people have voted for. And, you know, I think now Menti also gives us a moment of suspense before showing the actual votes. B and C, you people think. First question is सबसे simple question रखा ही है. Slowly the level will go up. Oh, though majority of you could figure out it's blue and green, but come on everyone, what happened here? Copper sulfate crystals are blue in color. Ferrous sulfate crystals are green in color. So first you had to choose the color for copper sulfate. Even, I think you have this activity in your book as well, right? Copper sulfate crystals, blue crystals that are being formed through the process of crystallization. So first blue and then green. ठीक है? Clear? A lot of you thought green and blue. And I think a lot of you thought it's what? Ferrous sulfate, they're not colorless, they're green crystals, light green crystals. चलिए, पहले क्वेश्चन के बाद दूसरे क्वेश्चन को और सीरियसली करना पड़ेगा. Ma'am, how to join? Yes, blue vitriol, that's what copper sulfate is called, and green vitriol is your ferrous sulfate. This is the code bacha at the top. Let's get started with the next question that we have. Are you ready for question number 2? Let's load the next question. Which element is used in the process of chrome plating? Now just imagine what exactly can be chrome plating, okay? Now I'm not going to name the elements that you see over here, otherwise you'll understand in a minute. You have to figure that out yourself. ZnAlCrFe. सोचो फिर बताऊंगी. ठीक है, वैसे हम जो ये बात कर रहे हैं ना, इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, मतलब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की हेल्प से वी आर कोटिंग वन मेटल ओवर द अदर. ठीक है, तो अब इनमें से कौन सा मेटल हम कोट कर रहे हैं किसी और मेटल पे, दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू फिगर आउट. Hello, yes, I can see some of you have just joined. The ones who've just joined, bacha, there is some glitch that's currently happening. YouTube live में streaming में कुछ problem आ रही है. But since it was a Menti class, we didn't want to cancel. We are going ahead with it because I can see a lot of you are totally energetic right now. Okay, everyone has voted, so I think you can't vote now. I can at least tell you the elements. Okay, I think you mixed it with galvanization. कहाँ confuse हुए? Galvanization में हो गए हो. Zn is zinc. ठीक है? Galvanization में we use zinc and हम उसको iron की object के ऊपर place कर देते हैं. I mean, of course, using electricity. Aluminium Al. Chromium is Cr. Now we're talking about chrome plating. A lot of you felt, ma'am, this question is out of syllabus, but just imagine chromium, if we're saying it's chrome plating, I think it goes without saying it has something to do with chromium, right? Fe is iron. So there you go. I think this was pretty simple. So we have a layer of chromium, on a metal surface, and we make use of electricity for this. Is it clear? Jaldi se, haan, bilkul. Moving on to the third question. I know we're going to be very quick with this one, don't worry. चलिए, let's have the third question. Let's load the third question, and I think there is so much to learn in all these questions because you people are making some mistakes today. Identify the necessary conditions for rusting of iron. Presence of water and oxygen, presence of water only, presence of oxygen only, presence of oxygen and carbon dioxide. I am not going to tell you what is rusting of iron as of now. I am going to tell you in a minute. अभी आप खुद बताएं. Ma'am, there is a glitch, ma'am. I think that's okay. It's almost manageable. Come on, get in the spirit of this Menti solving right now. And you'll forget about the YouTube glitch. Very easy, huh? So this can take your score up. This can take your points up. And your rank can be better after this question. So come on, everyone. जल्दी से बताएंगे. Still 10 seconds left. Everyone has voted. I hope you have voted for the correct answer, and the correct answer is I think finally we've crossed. We were getting 40s and 50s and 60s, but finally we have maximum voting for water and oxygen. Then we all know we require moisture, we require oxygen, and पानी भी चाहिए हमें, oxygen भी चाहिए for rusting to take place, for the corrosion of iron metal to take place. So what happens when iron metal gets corroded? This, in the presence of oxygen and moisture, in the presence of oxygen and water, basically what happens is this iron metal, the surface of this iron metal, it gets damaged, it gets degraded, and there is a brown flaky substance that gets deposited over it, and we call it rust. Good. Finally, I can see some good number on screen, and I think let's keep it this way now. Huh? A lot of you are saying, ma'am, my score is 2 on 3 because I know first 2 questions were a bit difficult, but that's okay. See, the moment we get a difficult question is the moment we learn something new. है ना? चलो, question number 4, everyone. Let's load the question. I am being really quick. Everybody saying, ma'am, fast. I think बहुत super fast चल रहा है quiz. We're already on question number 4. And the question says, rolling chapati is change P. And heating chapati on flame is change Q. Identify the correct option. P is a chemical change. Q is a physical change. Both are chemical changes. P is a physical change. Read the question carefully. The question is not difficult. If you'll read it properly, you will definitely arrive at the correct answer. That's my promise to you. But if you'll read it in a hurry, you'll mark some wrong answer. That is also something I can assure you. And for the ones who've just joined, bachcha fatafat se go to menti.com and use the code 73251014. Chalo, jaldi se. I think you all will be able to mark this before the time ends. I'm guessing that. Though only 5 seconds are left now. No, bachcha, I'm not ignoring anyone. Lesser than the last one, but I think it's a good response. See, rolling chapati is change P. So basically you're changing the shape and thickness. Baki chapati is a chapati. There is no change as such. So P is a physical change. What is changing in this? Maybe you're giving it some fancy shape or some round shape or square shape, or changing the thickness of it, making it thicker or thinner. But it's still chapati, right? But when you heat it, now the starch present in it, now the proteins present in it, they are going to undergo chemical changes. So Q is going to be chemical. That's all you had to figure out. Now option 1 says P is a chemical change. No, P is a physical change. Option B says Q is a physical change. No, Q is a chemical change. Both are chemical changes. Can't be right. P is a physical change. Absolutely right. So I hope you've understood the question. Menti is not working. Is Menti not working? Okay, I'll check this by moving on to the next question. I'll see how many of you are here on Menti. More than 100 kids are here right now. Menti is, I think, working fine. Lag is happening on YouTube. Yes, on YouTube there is some problem that's happening in live streaming, so due to which we are facing lag. But I think it's working fine. Menti में glitch हो गया. Menti is not working. Working, ma'am. It's working now. आज मुझे लग रहा है कि सारे apps पे मेंटी ऐप में भी कुछ ना कुछ ग्लिच आ रहा है. But I think now that we've started with the quiz, let's wind this up as well. What do you think? Correct, question number 5 solve करें. I can see 167 of you still there. चलिए next question देखते हैं. Choose the correct formula of rust. Now I am going to tell you what rust is. You will tell me what rust is. Is it FeSO4, FeO, Fe2O3, FeCl2? I'll tell you what these terms are, but then formula given है, name मैं आपको बता दूंगी. First you figure out what exactly is the formula of rust. Something that you need to figure out first. And you have good 30 seconds left. Almost 30 seconds left. Come on. Now everybody was saying in the chat, ma'am, why are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring anybody, बच्चा. Today YouTube पे कुछ glitch आ रहा है, due to which there is, constant lag that's happening in between. So what we are trying to do is we are still trying to give you these practice questions so that you have a good practice session right now. So let's focus on the questions and not whether I'm able to read your comment or not. Just for today, let's not type ma'am, don't ignore ma'am, you're not reading the comments. Arey wow, but why is the number going down, like from 140 to 120 to 114? It's just going down. Option C, जब हम rust की बात कर रहे हैं, it's Fe2O3.XH2O. So it's hydrated iron oxide. Hydrated means water is there, iron, Fe, oxide O. Hydrated iron oxide, that's what we call it. Okay, so remember this is what is rust. In your book, only Fe2O3 is given. So if you'll write that in the exam, you'll get full marks. But actually, there is a .XH2O also. Now what is this X? I'm telling you, you're going to study about this later on, but the amount of water is not fixed. When we talk about rusting, it can be less, it can be more. So just to mention the uncertainty of the amount of water, we write X. It could be anything. ठीक है? चलिए, next question. Okay, we are almost done with half of the questions, but I think we are having some problem. Give me a minute, huh? Let's see if we can. We could reload it quickly. Reload हो गया है, not a problem. We are done with 5 questions, 5 more to go. अभी तक जिसने सेशन लाइक नहीं किया, एक बार फटाफट से सेशन को लाइक कर देंगे. एक तो जल्दी से करेंगे. जल्दी से करेंगे, जल्दी से. Come on. I should at least see 150 plus likes. I can see 160 plus kids here. 160 plus likes and then I'm loading this question. Quickly, all of you. We are already done with 5 questions. People said, ma'am, quickly कराओ, फटाफट से करा दिया तुम्हें. चलो, जल्दी से. Done? Yes, ma'am, done. This is the code, the ones who just joined. All right. I can see you people are joining and leaving क्योंकि lag हो रहा है. But that's okay. Let's quickly cross 160 likes. Meanwhile, I'm loading the next question for all of you. Today, Menti is also kind of giving us some kind of issues over here. Okay, chalo. A student made a concentrated sugar syrup by dissolving sugar in hot water. Now, on cooling, crystals of sugar got separated. This indicates what kind of a change? Physical change that can be reversed, chemical change that can be reversed, physical change that cannot be reversed, chemical change that cannot be reversed. I mean, my entire focus was to read the options carefully क्योंकि confusing से options हैं. और ऐसे ही होता है exam में options confusing आ जाते हैं. Questions are generally very simple. किसकी बात हो रही है यहाँ पे? If you can identify the process, you will arrive at the correct answer pretty soon. I'm very sure about that. चलो, 20 seconds still left. Come on, everyone. I am saying hi to everyone. The ones who've just joined, the ones who've joined late, the ones who are finding it a bit difficult due to the lag. I think hats off to your patience. You people are still attempting all the questions with full concentration. But now from 114 the number has come down to 101. But it was a very easy question. We are talking about crystallization. क्या कर रहे हैं हम? Crystallization की बात कर रहे हैं. Crystals form हो रही है ना? किसकी? Sugar की. Now crystallization, it's a physical process. It's a physical change basically. Why? Let's say we started with sugar. Now we have a concentrated sugar syrup. Now when you leave it, after heating it, when you leave it for cooling down, again you will get sugar crystals only. So you started with sugar, made a concentrated solution of it by heating and adding more of sugar and then leaving it to cool down, and then again you got sugar. So from sugar we are getting sugar. There is no new substance that is being formed. So it's a physical change for sure. And it's reversible also. Now if I again add water to it, again I kind of make it a concentrated one, a saturated one, and then again I can again form crystals out of it. So it's very much reversible. So it's crystallization that we're talking about. They just made some fancy things here. Language badal di, but question बहुत ही simple था. It was about crystallization. Okay? No, crystallization is not a chemical change, it's a physical change. Everyone who thinks that crystallization is a chemical change, please understand this in this question itself. It is not a chemical change, it's a reversible physical change. No new substance is being formed. If I start with copper sulfate, I'll get copper sulfate crystals. If I start with sugar, I'll get sugar crystals. No new substance is being formed. It's a physical change, okay? And I'm happy this question is there so that this doubt is clear as well. Chaliye, moving on to the next question now. Question number 7, everyone. Let's load the question. Which of the following is a chemical property? You have to tell about chemical properties, okay? Size, shape, state, reactivity. This question is very simple. I mean, again, the scores can change, the points can change, your ranks can change after this question only if you read the question carefully and answer it properly. Hurry mein nahi karna. I mean, of course, you have to mark the correct answer as quickly as possible. But remember to mark the correct answer. A lot of you are saying that we could figure this out easily. Very good. Let's see how many of you are marking the correct answer. Yeah, in the chat I can see most of you marking the correct answer. Not bad. Chaliye, time is going to be up. I don't think so you required 1 complete minute for this. I've given you buffer time, because sometimes you switch screens from YouTube to Menti. There you lose time. But I think ये 10 second का question था. Very good. We are back with the happy number. 143 of you are marking reactivity. Reactivity is a chemical property. Acidity is a chemical property. Stability is a chemical property. बाकी क्या है? Size, shape, state, ये physical properties है. ये हम fluidity की बात कर दें, ये क्या है? Physical property. Hardness की बात कर दें, physical property. So this, I think, concept is crystal clear to all of you. Moving on to question number 8. Let's load the question. Let's see how many of you will get this right. Ships suffer a lot of damage from rusting in spite of being painted. Okay, so we are painting ships for sure. But then eventually rusting is still taking place. What can be the reason for this? Due to heavy weight, due to seawater, due to big size, due to wrong paint that is being used. हाँ जी, क्या रीजन लगता है आपको इसका कि क्या रीजन होगा? No, it was actually your performance in the last question was pretty good, everyone. I'm impressed. 143. Let's cross 150 for this one. I can see some 160, 170 kids are there. Chalo. And your time is going to be up. So quickly mark the answer. Quickly mark the answer on Menti. Very good. Very close to 143, 141. Now the sea water that we are talking about, इसमें क्या present है? Salt present है. Sea water contains, different kinds of salts. अब ये जो salt है, ये पानी की water की conductivity बढ़ा भी देते हैं. They increase the conductivity because they, dissociate into ions. And also they lower the freezing point. तो पानी को वो फ्रीज नहीं होने दे रहे या थोड़ी लेट फ्रीज होने देते हैं, और इस वजह से water remains water for a longer period of time and rusting takes place easily. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. सबको shout out. Very nice. Moving on to the next question. Question number 9, everyone. On your screens. Now, 2 more questions to go. You people have done exceedingly well. And you people have taken the lag thing in a very positive way, which is very good. So I think irrespective of the YouTube lag, we can still, I think it's the Menti thing that's working for you. You really wanted this Menti session. That's what is making you stay, and that's what is making you practice all these questions. And let me tell you, the hard work that you're putting in, you will definitely get the result of that as well. Okay, select the correct statement. Iron can displace copper. Copper can displace iron. Copper can displace copper. None of these. Now, one of the statements you have to choose कि इनमें से सही कौन सी है, correct statement कौन सी है. ये easy है, ये difficult नहीं है. Come on everyone, this is very easy. So I think the initial questions are a bit difficult, and as we are going towards the end, questions are becoming easier and easier for all of you. I hope that is being supported by the number of students getting the answer right as well. Oh. Okay. Iron plus copper sulfate will give us iron sulfate, that is ferrous sulfate plus copper. Why is this reaction taking place? Because iron is more reactive than copper. That's why iron can displace copper. Okay. Copper cannot displace iron. Copper is less reactive as compared to iron. So this is wrong. Copper can displace copper. How? Copper. Let's say I have copper plus copper sulfate. I mean, it makes no sense. None of these can't be true because option A was correct. So remember that the reactivity of iron is more than copper, and that's why iron is able to displace copper from its solution, from its compound. Okay? I think a lot of things have changed in this. चलिए last question. Now before I load the last question, जिसने अभी तक session like नहीं किया, बस फटाफट से जल्दी से session को like कर देंगे पहले. Quickly all of you. The ones who have not hit the like button, फटाफट से एक बार session को like कर देंगे. चलो. Have you crossed 150? We've not crossed 150. We have some 170 kids here with us, and we've still not crossed 150 likes. जल्दी से like कर लेंगे, जल्दी से subscribe कर लेंगे. Yes, iron is higher in the reactivity series. That's why it's more reactive, correct? Yes. 9 on 9. I mean, some of you are getting all the answers right. Not bad, huh? Very good. Let's load the last question. And let's see how many of you are going to get this one right. All the best, all of you. You have to select the odd one out, okay? Okay, you have the options as boiling of water, boiling of eggs, melting of wax, melting of ice cream. 2 options of boiling, 2 options of melting. But something is odd. What is odd? What is odd here? What do you think is odd? Come on, tell me. You don't require 40 seconds for this, but chalo. Last question that can actually decide your final rank is this. It's right in front of you. Let's see how will you deal with this question. Some of you are saying it's a chemical change. I think you're on to some I thought you were on some other question, but now I know why you're saying that. Okay, come on everyone. फटाफट से बताएंगे. And time is up. Oh, I expected 150 of you to get the answer right, but okay, at least century hai, 100 plus hai. Boiling of eggs. Bacha, let's look at the options. When I boil water, water from the liquid state goes to the vapor state. है ना, gaseous state में चले जाते हैं, but it's still water. So this is a physical change. Melting of wax, that means from solid wax we get liquid wax. Again a physical change. Melting of ice cream, again from solid ice cream we get the liquid version of it, but it's still ice cream. Physical change. But now when you boil eggs, the proteins present in eggs, what's going to happen? Denaturation हो जाएगा उनका, which means some bonds are going to be broken now, which means that the molecular structure is somewhere changing. ठीक है? So ये क्या हुआ? ये हो गया chemical change. Somebody was hinting it out in the chat also that this one is a chemical change. So not a problem. I think you people have done exceedingly well. Let's do one thing. Let's load the final leaderboard and see who is there at the top. Yes, leaderboard is right there. Very nice, very good all of you. Divyansh, Choti, Priya, Ozil, Yogesh, Wolf, Austin, Raj, Akriti here, Kushagra, awesome all of you. And now जिसने अभी तक सेशन लाइक नहीं किया जल्दी से सेशन को लाइक कर देंगे, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लेंगे. एंड क्योंकि फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपने गलत किया था कलर से रिलेटेड, एक होमवर्क क्वेश्चन है, आप मुझे कॉपर क्लोराइड का कलर कमेंट सेक्शन में बताएंगे राइट आफ्टर दिस सेशन, एंड डू टेल मी योर स्कोर्स एज वेल. So thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you super soon. Take care. Bye-bye.